go.
This is a certified hood classic.
Hey now. Well, what do you say we get thrown out of Applebee's?
I'm guessing you're not talking to us, Shelley. All rise. Order in the court.
Oh, I mean, no one has ever said those words to us.
Not us.
Not here. Not ever. Diamond Rose. What's going on?
Diamond Rose. Hector Cam Clubs. Good to see you guys. Hope your Friday is going much better than mine and Mikey's so far.
It's a hectic kind of day already. But that's all right. That's all right. I mean, at least I was able to get a shave and a haircut.
I saw that. Where'd you go?
As quickly as possible.
Did you go to one of those military places? Or
Oh, yeah. The one with the barber pole outside where you just come in, you sit down, they start cutting, and then they send you away. Very quickly.
You don't have a live DJ or anything? That's what they have around here is live DJs, and it's a whole hangout sesh.
We used to have a place that would cut your hair that had women scantily clad.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is also a place that had a laundromat with a bar attached to it. So.
This is true.
There's that. A little marky. Shoot. Oh, I wanted to say, yes, Creed is well aware that he needs to purchase an iron or a new wife that does laundry better. It's a great looking shirt. Huh?
I thought it looked great. Lord knows no secret. I have a pile of shirts that I keep in the office that I don't interact with the background. So there's times I've picked up one like, oh, this is good, and just threw it on, and before the show starts, we go.
I have mine are all gray. First of all, the my streaming shirts that I have. Niagara Nancy, thank you. That's a pretty good idea. You've done well today for yourself, Niagara Nancy.
Already making great decisions before the weekend even starts. I dusted off the old homeless look. I figured two of us couldn't look homeless at the same time, so I had to dust it off.
Wife yells at me when I look at not homeless.
Oh, wow.
Likes a homeless beard. I don't know. That's
there you go. Hey, you gotta keep her happy. Keep her happy.
Oh, yes.
Can't mess around. It being Friday, Creed, I figured, why not end the week with a love story as old as time?
Oh.
It's a TPO, unfortunately. All love stories do eventually end in TPOs, I'm pretty sure. But this is a love story that started in a homeless shelter.
No.
That's right, Creed. Love can blossom anywhere, be it the desert, be it the homeless shelter. Love will survive until it doesn't, and you start sending really mean messages about killing people and stuff like that.
Speaking of mean messages.
Oh my!
Right. By the way, shirt matches the color of your dono.
Dono shirt.
And interesting enough, the Hallelujah button is the exact same color.
Oh,
dun, dun, dun.
The blessings. Oh, the blessings.
Yeah. Now, fresh out the dryer. We have a dryer, by the way, very quickly, and we will get to court. I promise. That looked like a very long one there.
Yeah, way too long for today.
We have a dryer that when it gets to the end of the cycle, it will stop. And about every 3 to 4 minutes, it'll fire up for about 6 seconds and then go beep, beep, beep. And then it'll just continue to do that till I go in and shut it down.
Shut it down.
So annoying. And I don't understand it. Like it'll turn on and run for like Beefy.
Hey, there's Beefy. Beefy has a channel that I also enjoy. Beefy, can you do some artwork for us? I love your thumbnails, the way you make the judges look and stuff. Can you do some of that stuff for me and Creed where we look really, dignified and whatnot? Clean us up a little bit.
Dignified?
Beefy.
Shelly, thank you. It's good to see everybody jumping. Yes, my iron deficiency.
All right, though.
Let's jump into it. By the way, we have a judge that usually is a trigger warning. Today is not the day. Please, Judge.
You got this, Judge. I've got faith in her, man. She's got it.
Please,
23.
not
At this point on the petitioner, you can tell me what is your full name, please, ma'am?
Candace Rowan.
Damn, she's throwing shade on your chain, bro.
And how do you know the respondent, Mr. Wells?
He's my unborn daughter's father.
so she's pregnant
With
We're
child.
Are
explains the
y'all
engorged
currently
breast.
married?
No, ma'am.
I know that.
Okay, so that was checked on the order. So no marriage. All right. Have y'all lived together in the past?
Bastard. Check.
Sort of.
What do you mean by sort of?
We were homeless together, so
Okay. So would y'all
This-
stay in the same place together overnight?
Hold on.
yes.
Does that count? Does that
Good
count as
question.
a domestic household if you're homeless together?
I guess when you call it home.
Homelessness is not a
Well-
joke, by the way. I've noticed recently there's tons of homelessness around here. When I was leaving from getting my haircut today, it was like homeless had just let out of school or something because
Yeah.
there was
Myrtle Beach loads up a bus and takes it to Wilmington. Wilmington gets a bus, loads it up, takes them to Jacksonville. And
I
they
guess
just keep
so.
going.
because there was a bus that just dropped all these people off, and the one guy had like, I was like, what is going on with his socks? It wasn't socks. He had Walmart bags inside of his shoes.
They're not, no, at that point, they're not Walmart bags, right? They're luggage, I believe that is.
But they were in his shoe.
Hey, Robbie Rob.
Rob got a day off.
All right, and his shoe is interesting. Good luck with your mammogram today, Pass.
We do self exams while on the air.
Yep. Didn't we used to do something on the old radio show with that? Didn't we used to advertise that we gave free breast exams and people took us up on it. They
Yeah,
came into the
only
studio.
did a few of those before the lawsuit came, but I feel like lives were saved.
I don't know how we didn't have any lawsuits against us, but yeah, we used to do that. We used to offer free mammograms.
How long were y'all staying overnight, same place together, approximately?
Like maybe 2-3 months.
Okay. And where was that?
It was in different places. We started off in Athens and then we moved down to Clarkston.
Okay.
She does taste.
And do you know him to reside in DeKalb when you filed this order?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, he's got a car now. He's
All
doing
right.
all right.
And tell me why you filed this petition.
On multiple occasions, he has threatened me and my 7-month-old son that I have by another man. And he has, in the past when we were living together, he has put his hands on me because he went through my phone and found text messages that he didn't like. So he hit me and woke me up out my sleep.
In your
Okay, hold on.
all right, text messages he found.
Let's rewind even further back to that. Let's remember she's pregnant with his child,
Right.
and he made threats towards her and her 7-month-old child she has with another man. Went through her phone, I'm guessing found some text messages from another man,
I'm guessing, yeah.
and he didn't like them, and he went hands-on while sleeping, because while somebody's asleep is the best time to go through their phone. It's
That's what
just
I heard.
And then
Allegedly.
he's told me that he would come up to the shelter that I'm at and sit outside and make sure I don't go anywhere. I don't go nowhere with anybody else. And he's threatened to kill me. It's just,
So
I-
when was it that he came up to the shelter you were at?
he never came up here. He's just said that he would come up here.
How has he sent those threats to you?
Through text message.
I would imagine you have those text messages.
Oh, I imagine we got some receipts.
Have the police been called for any of the incidents?
No, ma'am.
All right.
Wait, is he making weird noises like humming?
I think that's coming from his cat.
So it looks
Oh.
like, so what is the last communication you've had from him?
Maybe like a month ago because I blocked him on everything.
And what was that communication?
It was him. He got upset because I was talking to another man. And he got upset telling me that he didn't want me talking to him and that he was going to do everything that he could for us to not be together or talk anymore.
I would like
Okay.
to point out he's driving as well, right? Because it looks like there's a lot of movement.
A lot of movement. I'm guessing maybe he's driving. I don't know. He's very relaxed. But I mean, I'm not trying to say anything bad about this lady. Nothing at all. Erica, listen up. This lady is trying to hook up with another man, which I'm guessing maybe is another homeless man. That's a good point. While she's pregnant with this man's baby. And she thinks he's wrong to be mad that she's trying to get with another man while she's pregnant with his child.
I mean, I probably would throw out a death threat or two to
I mean, I don't encourage it by any means, but man, that's some rough. She's just
and a 7-month-old, right? Are we
from another man.
From
Yeah.
another man, then pregnant with his, but talking to another.
She's very friendly with the men folk, apparently. Allegedly.
Man,
it's a lot of bad shit.
That's wild is right.
Okay. Is there any other testimony or evidence you want the court to consider?
And then after I blocked him, he's messaged my mom. He's messaged my father, trying to get in contact with me and trying to let them know his side of the story, basically.
Okay.
Did he tell them to tell you anything?
Do homeless people have swinger parties? That's the question.
I don't know, but where do you go for privacy at the homeless shelter?
That's another great question.
No, that he was just calling them. He was just calling my mom all types of horrible names and just trying to testify and say stuff that I did to make them think that I was in the wrong. So they would take his side.
Have you told him that you don't want to have any more contact with him?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you do that?
Maybe like a month and a half, 2 months ago. I told him through text. I told him, I was like, I don't want anything to have to do with you. We have a daughter, but so if we talk, that's the only thing we need to be talking about is your daughter. I don't want to talk about anything else. And he said he doesn't care about any of that. And he just didn't respect that I didn't want to have any more contact with him.
In your petition, you allege that he called you 20 times a day threatening to beat your ass.
Yes.
When was the last time that something like that occurred, if at all?
It was maybe 3 months ago.
No testifying to mama, please. I like her choice in words. He tried to testify to my mom.
And you mentioned the one time you said he hit you and woke you up out of your sleep. Has he ever been violent with you before?
No, ma'am.
Are you in fear for your safety at this time?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, and my son.
Okay.
Oh, he's definitely driving. Did you see that?
Have you submitted any other evidence to the court or are there any witnesses you want the court to hear from?
I had emailed the email that it said on the order. I had emailed some text messages. I don't know if they got them.
No, they never
All
get.
right, Madam Clerk, can you see if we have those?
They're always lost. Or
They
in the
get
wrong format.
misdirected here and there.
Too big of files. It's
When did you send them in?
Like
they don't have
a week ago.
God,
All right, I'll let the clerk address you and see if what she finds.
Okay.
She's one of the cleanest homeless people I've ever seen.
That's true. They both seem to be doing better.
And did you send them in under this case number?
Did she
I think
say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she's in a shelter right now.
She is. Okay. Well, I mean, that's decent.
All right. I don't know if Miss Broom is with us or Miss Goodman. You could check.
Yeah, Lola, she said that like his threats were via text message, and she sent some stuff.
And what are the texts that you sent in?
She's got some text.
The text of him threatening me.
Those are big receipts.
You only really need one.
What exactly is he saying in those texts?
He's saying that he's gonna beat my ass and that he'll come up here and make sure I don't leave the shelter that I'm at.
I notice Creed's keeping quiet on this one. I'm not
Do
sure.
we have Miss Goodman or Miss Broom with us?
I'm very on the fence. I have compassion for the fact that they were homeless, and
All right. Well, we're waiting on that.
That's a big fear of mine.
So, Mr. Wells, do you have any questions you want me to specifically ask her, knowing you'll have a chance to tell the court what you want the court to know in a moment later?
Do you want me to say something now or wait?
My question is, do you have any questions specifically you would like me to ask her about
Yes,
what she's testified to? But you will also have a chance later to testify and tell the court everything. So this is not a time to testify. This is time to ask.
He's a lot older than her, I
about
think.
What she's testified to.
Oh, that's kind of iffy. I mean, you saying it's testifying? Like, what's the difference between questioning her and testifying for the court?
Ask her
Okay,
XYZ versus
Okay.
disagreeing with something and telling me what you want me to know. That's testifying.
Okay, I just want to ask her, does she know for sure that I'm the father of her child? That's
Okay.
what,
How is that relevant to whether you've committed any acts of?
I mean, I would ask that question too. I guess. I mean, I would be worried about that. Obviously, if
I mean, I'm not. I have nothing against somebody who's promiscuous, I believe is the word, Creed. Maybe she's a promiscuous girl. I believe Miss Furtado told us about her one time.
Nelly,
possibly
Nelly Furtado.
Maybe.
Is that who you speak of?
Fiestada.
How the hell I knew that?
I know you know. I set them up, you knock them down. So that's neither here nor there. We're here about the whole, making threats, but maybe all this baby stuff and her messing around, talking to other men and things like that has, maybe triggered him. I'm not defending that. You should never threaten someone's life. But at the same time, I do feel bad for him because he's in a bad spot. If that's his kid, it's going to be raised in a homeless shelter, it would appear, for a little while. But he's going to definitely have to be legitimized. But I like the question. That's a hell of a question.
It is.
And she don't have the answer for it.
I think that we're lacking a little bit of the timeline also with this.
It seems like she loves the menfolk. How do homeless people have phones, by the way?
Yeah, we're just there was a big discussion about that. And you're right. The old Obama phone. I mean, phones are very cheap. I mean, you look at Cricket, for God's sakes, and the Mint Mobile, that stuff. I mean, you can get service for next to nothing. Plus, remember, if you have an old if you have an old smartphone, you can just pop it on Wi-Fi and do your thing. Get a text app. So any old smartphone, if you go to the McDonald's or anywhere where there's free Wi-Fi, even that you have access to. So that's pretty easy. But yeah, it's an interesting one.
Family violence against her.
because I mean, all of this could be nipped in the bud if she just tell the truth about what's really going on.
Nipped in the bud, how so? She's alleging that you've committed acts of violence against her.
I think he's got a story. What do you think with the way he just said that?
We could nip this all in the bud real quick. If it's not his, if it's not his kid, then he probably wouldn't be contacting her anymore. Is that what we're going to say here in a second? Look, if it's not my kid, I have no reason to talk to her.
I think we might be setting up for.
She's feisty. She's spicy.
Oh.
Absolutely. Yes, I understand that. But it's like, okay, she's saying 3 months. She's told me that. How can it be? You told me you don't want to be a part of it. I was just in the hospital with her son, June 1st.
Okay, hold on. So, ma'am, was he in the hospital with you and your son on June 1st?
That was not June 1st. That was in like May,
Mm-hmm.
beginning of May, into April.
So he's saying, why did you file this petition if you were around them then and didn't seem afraid?
This happened after the fact. The whole saying he's gonna come up here and he's gonna kill me and hurt me.
Okay. All right, sir, do you have another question for her?
I did. I mean, I do have proof that it was June 1st. I have a picture of her, me and her son, and I should be on the file at the hospital. I want to know, like, what's the point of dragging me through all this? If you know what I'm saying, you don't want me around, you don't want me to restraining orders for a year, so I'm not gonna be around for her child or the child or our child. I just don't understand what's the point of all this. I'm really talking to you, Judge. I apologize.
Okay, hold on. That's right. You'll have a chance. Just hold on that.
Yeah, aren't we still questioning?
Ma'am, it's your belief that he is the father of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, he'll have a chance to testify in a minute. Do we have Miss Broom or Miss Goodman who can check? She indicated she had emailed in some text about a week ago.
Yes, let me look it up.
Got to dig into this.
I don't see anything in Odyssey, so we might need to check. Did you get a confirmation email back that they received it?
They sent me some type of email back, but I didn't really look at it because I was busy at the time when I received the email.
Do you think like that's her room right there? Like she's in a room, like her own private room?
I don't see nothing filed. I just texted Miss Broom because she was on lunch, so I just texted her.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't really tell.
All right. So while we're looking at that,
I'd imagine they have areas to go and do things like this, and
like a common area.
Sir, what would you like the court to know about the allegations?
Okay.
And let me ask this first. Okay, so the police have not been called, so there are no criminal charges pending at this time. So yes, go ahead, sir. What would you like me to know about the allegations?
You said there are criminal charges pending?
No, I said they're not. I said there's
Oh,
not. So you may go ahead and tell me. I have to, if there are, I need to let respondents know their rights before they say anything, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, first of all, like,
she was
the allegations of me saying crazy things and sending her text messages, that's true. I get angry and I get upset with her with what she's presenting to me. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the mother of my child, but I have to see crazy stuff on the internet. I gotta see things from dudes and all this stuff. Oh, no. All this stuff about me calling up there at that shelter is because you're telling me one thing and you're doing another thing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see her with another guy. You're supposed to be pregnant with my child in a homeless shelter. You have responsibilities already. For me to be going off the wire and saying crazy things, it has to be an action to cause a reaction. I take care of this girl. I take care of this girl and her son, and she know that. You know what I'm saying?
She's talking to somebody off camera.
I'm going through a lot of things in life, and she know that as well. And you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help her, and she wild. She real wild. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. So I'm like,
it is cool. I like that.
Life, but don't sit here and drag me on with all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to make it like I'm stalking you and all that stuff, and no, that ain't the case. The case is you got a responsibility at this homeless shelter, and that's what you need to be doing. I'm not up there at that homeless shelter unless she tells me to come up there. I've been up there one time to see her when she came and got a pass. She lies to me about everything. I didn't even know the shelter was a men and women's shelter. I could have been in the shelter myself, but I'm on the streets because she's lying to me about everything.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
This is a lot that he's thrown out.
I get his point about I think her being quote unquote wild. It's fine. I mean, all of us have a wild side. But he's saying you already have responsibility of a 7-month-old. You're pregnant now with another child. Don't you think it's time for you to just prioritize them over yourself? Because I mean, as a parent, there comes a time when you can't do the things you want to do. You got to make sacrifices for your child and really, put them first. And I think he's trying to say she's not doing that. She's putting herself first and worry about being around other men and taking pictures with men and things like that, and not worrying about those other things that should be more important.
One other thing that he threw out about the fact that it's men and women in the shelter, that adds a whole new layer of of stuff to this story.
We see why she keeps getting pregnant.
No kidding. She might be double pregnant right now.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? She's telling her and her son, she know that.
Is he getting emotional? Or is he just creepy?
No, I ain't nobody trying to do nothing like that.
His internet's getting emotional.
Things out of anger, but I ain't gonna do nothing to that girl or Naya. And she know that. I ain't never been up there staring and waiting on her. I'm telling her to, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to what you're doing. You ain't supposed to be. I text this dude and he telling me they having sex and you supposed to be pregnant with my child. You in a homeless shelter. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the streets. It ain't hard to ask questions about who's who and what's what. I hear about this man bouncing around from homeless shelters, a drug addict. But you supposed to be pregnant with my daughter and you supposed to be sleeping with this man? And I'm supposed to be okay with all these facts.
Wow.
Every person she meet is like a best friend. She tells them everything about what we got going on. It's just a mess. And then I'm at the point right now, I've got to go through all this. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with it.
I'm kind of surprised that Judge Davis is letting him kind of vent rather than testify. This is more of just a getting it all out there in front of her, and she could care less. She don't give a shit.
Oh, that girl down there don't care about nothing.
Just look
she
at her
really
face.
Don't.
I don't like that at all.
No, she's looking at him like he's a punk. Because she's punking him out for sure. You know, he's finding out that she's sleeping with other men while she's pregnant with his baby, and
which I understand.
He's a drug addict. I mean, he seems like he cares, but at the same time, he also doesn't know how to, let her know, hey, and she's probably pushed him to the point where it's like, it's terrible. This is awful. This is awful, awful what we're watching right now. This is terrible.
I mean, you got to put all things aside and just think about the one thing of knowing that some alleged homeless drunk dudes all up in your pregnant.
Oh, yeah. You don't know what he's got.
It's just
obviously protected sex is not on the agenda for her.
If she had or has any drug issues or anything like that, that's scary to think about again with your own child.
And him making threats is not okay, not at all. But I do understand why he's upset.
Yeah. Me too. It's lunchtime.
No other children to worry about, and I got to worry about criminal cases to raise a child. I'd rather just move on with my life, man. I don't want to bother her, and she don't have to bother me.
Right.
That's sad though. When you say that, like, I mean, listen, it's my kid, but I'd rather just move on.
Yeah,
that shows you how bad
it's that bad.
Damn.
The whole day at work today. I'm at work. I leave early just so I can talk on the phone for Zoom meet. I'm trying to get my life together. I missed all day at work for this today.
Yes, other people did as well. Unfortunately, we have a lot of these.
Just saying, man. I'm sorry.
I understand. So you've admitted to making threats to her that are saying that she does things that cause you to do so. Is that right?
Absolutely. If we're in a relationship and I gotta get online and see you, I'm not trying to downplay her or embarrass her. No, but this is a true fact. You know what I mean? She's twerking while she's pregnant in a homeless shelter. I gotta see that all online, and then when I react to it, I'm crazy.
Twerking?
You know what I'm saying? I'm stalking her because
she might be. I'm guessing she's posting some TikToks or something like that.
She's pretty proud of it. Look at her face right now. So she's posting videos of her twerking, popping that thing. Yeah, popping it. Maybe she's antagonizing him just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it is what it is, man. He's losing. He's already admitted he threatened her.
He did. I know. And we're not saying that any of that behavior is right, but with this all going on, I would be popping off saying things that I didn't want you all to know.
Oh,
I can tell you that much.
You're supposed to be the mother of my child. I'm supposed to know exactly where you are or where the child is. That's not stalking to me.
Well, y'all aren't married, right?
We're not married. But we're supposed. At these times, she's saying that we're not together and she don't want to be with. I have text messages. From her writing my ex-wife, writing my my other baby mothers. She's playing a game. She's playing.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Miss Rowan, he's indicating that you've sent him some text of having sex with other men and things like that, provoking. Have you done that?
The man that he thinks I had sex with, we've never had sex. We've never even met in person. We've only talked over messages on Messenger. We've never met in person.
So how would he see who you are talking to?
Because me and the other guy, we were friends. We became friends on Messenger. And I guess he had liked one of my posts on Messenger. So he was on my Facebook.
Have you ever liked a post that you've seen on Messenger of some random dude? What do you mean?
Nah, I can't say I have. Can't say. Both of these people need to stop having children. Him and her. They both need to stop. Stop now.
Oh, yeah, you guys certainly caught the other baby mamas in there, huh?
And he went and saw who liked my thing and went and texted him.
I don't know if I buy that. Yeah, Kenya, that's pretty.
And then
nasty.
Came and emailed the staff here at the shelter I'm at, telling them that I was talking to him.
Why would that be a concern for the staff at the shelter?
Because he was a part of the men's shelter right down the street.
Okay.
We're not allowed to talk to them.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So he's in the shelter and he has the hots for this one and he hits her up on Messenger basically and they're flirting is what she's saying.
I'm sure they're doing tons of I believe they call it the sexting. That's what the kids are saying these days.
And they're not allowed to see each other. Come on, what are you locked in a cell?
I can't believe people send each other these illicit photos these days. What kind of woman would send another man an illicit photo?
A good one.
A damn good one.
All right. Miss Goodman, did you find anything else out about that?
Hey, and by the way, having baby mamas and baby daddies and that, ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you're in a shelter and you're pregnant and all that, there's a little bit different. I feel the need to.
Yeah, if you're taking care of them, that's one thing,
right?
But if you're living on the streets, it's another. He is definitely trying to keep tabs on her, and he's got the wrong woman pregnant to worry about that. She's not that person to be controlled.
Elizabeth, that's what she's saying. And she also said that there was some proof sent with.
Yeah, he said he hit her. Let's not forget she said that he struck her in her sleep because she was talking to other men.
Yeah. Crazy.
So Miss Broom didn't have anything. If you just wanna send it to my email address, and then I could share it from my email or from my side, I'm gonna send you my email address. Give me
Okay.
1 moment.
All right, we'll take a 5-minute break.
Which we will not. Look at her smiling. See that
Okay, so
guy?
I just sent you a chat with my.
Yeah, there's somebody right next
Somebody
to her.
is in that room that she is
I
talking
couldn't
to.
tell if that was I couldn't tell if that was a man's voice though.
Email address.
Oh, this isn't letting me go back or in. Never mind.
So which one do you just want me to bring them up, or?
Yeah,
Somebody
let's
is
get,
there.
okay, here we go. All right, okay, so bring those up.
Okay.
Viewer discretion, there will be some foul language.
Whoa.
Eminem. She's grabbing her lip for her. Pull it over her head.
Me too. I've avoided being knocked up as well.
Yeah, not been pregnant, not once, proudly. Our friend Mad Cave, he's been pregnant how many times?
Yeah, different story. He's a man whore.
What a slutty dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you see this, Judge?
Love you, man. Good to see you, buddy.
No, oh, there we go.
Oh, it took a while.
I mean, I think you guys can see them pretty clearly, but I mean, if you want
my
me
question
to,
is this: does
you
she
want me to play the
identify
role?
people by the way they look on her phone?
I
Black
don't know.
beard.
I love the name. Yeah, Black X Beard. By the way,
I don't remember who this is. Oh, he's got a black beard. There we go.
So who's Blacksbeard
That's him.
in your phone?
Yes, ma'am. That's on Messenger.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next one.
A lot of bad stuff said right there, by the way.
yeah. Oh, the doors open. They're partying at the shelter today.
Them girls are having fun.
Oh, some missed calls there from G.
Okay.
G.
I see this one says you dead hoe. What's that phone number?
It says
I don't mean to laugh at that.
4124.
That was definitely a man I just saw walk behind her, by the way.
AK, they're asking about you down there at the bottom. Are you involved in this?
Perhaps.
Sorry,
Who is
I don't
K?
mean to laugh about a text that says you dead hoe, but it's funny when the judge says it. I'm sorry.
Okay, whose number do you know that to be?
I didn't know the number originally because he had just gotten out of jail when he had texted me off that number.
How do you know it was him?
Because he had texted me and told me, he was like, hey, this is Mari.
Maury.
Okay.
Hey, Maury.
From that number?
Beard.
Yes, ma'am.
Arg.
All right, the next one.
By the way, that's going to stay up there for a second, but we've got more phone numbers coming. Why are we talking about bras
Okay,
first?
so I'm gonna. Now, what's this number from?
That's his other phone number.
You know that to be his phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, you guys can see it plain as day right here. Beat your ass when I see you.
You can't hide forever.
Stupid ass. Yeah,
I
that's
love you.
I mean,
Merry
that's
Christmas.
That's not good.
No,
All right. Now see, it says I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you. All right, next one.
I love when the judge says curse words.
Oh, I do too. Especially her for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
She just has such a librarian look.
Yeah, she's a prim and proper.
No, it is, especially with the absolutely adorable child right there staring at us.
All right, that looks like asking to send money.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, does that have anything to do with any threats?
No, but you see at the top it says why'd I stop texting? That's because I had stopped texting him, but he kept texting me over and over again.
Why is there so? This is almost like a social media post rather than a text. There's like a group text. I don't understand. You'll come up with some money. Need to let MFers know who number one. Ain't none of them ever me that shit temporary. Somebody sends some DF.
Yeah, you know,
with her Cash App, and then all the different forms of
she
payment.
takes a lot of forms of payment. My goodness,
Forms
for a homeless
of payment,
lady.
Forms of payment sounds like there's some goods and services rendered. No,
I mean, they're not sending it friends and family, if you know what I mean. Come on. Walmart paid generously for this ad. So did Mad Cave.
This ad is brought to you by YouTube's own Mad Cave, parentheses, with friends, parentheses. You Mad Cave.
Okay.
And that baby is cute, by the way.
All right. Next one.
Okay, Judge, this is the last one.
All right. Thank you.
Nope. IDGAAF.
All right. And around when was this one?
This was like a month and a half ago. That's when he told me that I wasn't going to be with the other guy from the shelter. And then, as you can see, he said that he's pulling up every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, basically saying he's going to make sure that I'm not going nowhere with that guy.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. I've heard enough. I heard the respondent say that that there's been some provocation and antagonizing on the part of the petitioner. However, things cross the line when they're threats of violence, and he has admitted to saying things while alleging that it's her fault he's saying them. I still have concerns about what I've seen and heard.
He also admitted to the one.
Yeah, he's already admitted all the things. By the way, this cuts off kind of abruptly.
Okay.
But she's already said she's doing it.
I understand he feels it's warranted, but I do find that there have been acts of family violence that have been committed.
There it is.
I understand that you're alleging she says one thing but does something else, but from here on out, you just need to stay away. Nothing in this order will prevent you from filing for legitimation once the child is born, if you wish to. But at this point, the court's order will extend the order for 12 months. It will expire naturally on July 24th of 2024. It will say you can't.
That's it.
So, yeah.
No surprise.
No, really. I really don't like her. During all of that. But I think that's right. He admitted to it. We saw it in the text messages. There's certainly a burden of proof there. But she playing games. She is. She needs to change things up. She got to
change her ways because she got 2 youngins now. She's working on number 3. It seems like.
And you know what? I'm almost happy on his side of things too, because it keeps them both apart. Which, unfortunately, and I understand that she's allegedly pregnant with his son or daughter on its way. But good luck trying to be in that kid's life. I don't think that's. I think she'll fight that all the way.
It seems like he has doubts that it's his, anyways, because he brought up
the
point of.
I understand.
I mean, she's bouncing from man to man's to man's.
Right.
So,
I mean,
which there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're taking care of business. And obviously, she's not taking care of business.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a tough one. Hello, Crystal.
Crystal's here.
Somebody else just jumped in and said hi, and I'm sorry I'd missed that. Yeah, she really
sad state of affairs.
Yeah, I took it out because somebody said that her chain game was on point.
She was trying to shame my man Creed.
I popped it out of there. I popped it out and let it flop right on my chest. for you.
You hear that thud?
The Creed Iron Fund, Nancy, thank you. Iowa golfer Lisa Shelley, Mad Cave, and friends on YouTube. Check it out.
Reminds me of Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends.
There is somebody on a road just out this way to go by all the time, and on their mailbox is a big wooden cutout of Garfield, and he's waving, and I always wave, and my wife looks at me like I'm insane, like I should be in the mental institution. Katie, thank you. Send love from the UK. Love that. Appreciate you. Your funny money.
We appreciate it. Katie, one day if we get enough people that like us in the UK, me and Creed will fly across the pond.
Someday, right?
Someday.
What was the other one that I missed?
I don't know. Let me look.
Michael. All right, I did. Thank you for the heads up, because Creed does that from time to time, especially when I get invested in a case like that, and don't want to say
that's rough. That's a rough situation for the children.
Oh, especially the children. Like you guys said, many of you said in the chat, how do they have a chance? How do they have a chance? She could give two shits about anything else going on in life, it seems. She's in a... It almost seems like she's in a situation simply because she's all right with it.
Yeah. She's very complacent and doesn't mind, like he said, the guy was allegedly on drugs, just hanging out.
Yeah.
With other deadbeat dads.
I'm glad that worked out the way it did, though. I think it's best for both of them for now, anyway, for sure. But
yeah, gotta walk away. But don't you walk away without hitting the like button, because if you do, you're really hurting us. I'm telling you, peace and love. The like button is very important. So please hit that. Subscribe if you want. That's also an option, absolutely free. But what's not free? Becoming a member. All three of our channels, we got a Case, we got a Chase, and Creedence Mikey all have memberships. Members only tonight, by the way, on Creedence and Mikey channel. Oh, if I told you the things we were doing over there tonight, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, because it's stuff gets pretty wild over there.
Redshirt needs some advice. We're always here for some advice.
Go ahead.
I'm going out to dinner with 14 friends tomorrow night.
You have 14 friends?
I want to pick up the check to look like a big shot. How can I subconscious cues to make 14 people order off the kids menu? I was going to say, shit, that'd be me. I couldn't imagine what, like, I very quickly. It's funny that you.
I hope it's a buffet.
Child's buffet.
14 children's buffets, please.
I hope it's a buffet, because you got one room at a Holiday Inn Express last night. It's a free buffet in the morning. How would you react? And has this ever happened to you, sitting in a restaurant and everybody thought it's a good idea for everybody to put their card out, and do that whole Russian roulette thing with the card and see who's going to pay? I would.
Oh God, no.
No thanks.
Have you ever? Has somebody ever been like, "I got to check," and you were like, "Oh, cool," in your mind, but you're like, "No, I got it." Oh my God! And then they actually let you have it. Now you've effed yourself out of a free meal.
No, that's never quite.
No, I insist. Well, there you go, bud. Enjoy. We love you guys.
Thank you, Katie. Another two greatest in Atlanta. King Charles.
Look, I'm saving up money to go over there, because look, I've still got this British cash.
Burning a hole in your pocket.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna swap it in when I go to the airport. I'm finally going to get rid of all this. I might keep this one, because I'm a huge fan of Alfred Hitchcock. And, not often do I find him on monies. So I might keep that one. But like the 50, it's gone. The tenner, she's later daters. And this one doesn't have, it's got some effeminate dude on the back. I don't know who he is. Anybody know who this cat is?
He's a good looking dude. Red shirt. I would double check the prices at your local McDonald's. It's quite a shell shock to me. To get that. I told you guys that picture I saw with the fillet of fish that had a ketchup packet on top of it. It was the size of the ketchup packet. I swear to God. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. You guys do us a favor though. Other than all those other things we've already asked you to do, I want you to stay safe. I want you to stay hard as a rock. That means being tough like Hitchcock. And I want you to stay tuned because we got all kinds of stuff coming up. We're doing it wild.
And the orchestra of us got.
Oh.
Don't forget the orchestra. Stray Cats drop. Stray Cats, one of Creed's favorites back in the day.
Yeah. So you guys, we'll see you back here Monday. Go watch some of it. Go watch. Oh my goodness. Brian,
especially if you're out with people that don't like eat their whole meal, like my wife, who just nibbles on something and pushes it back and then orders dessert after her appetizer.
Appetizer.
Go back. Katie making it rain day.
Oh my God, Katie. Fine. I'm going to name the train the Katie Turner Express. You guys do me a favor. Go back and watch some of our old stuff and keep an eye out this weekend for new videos dropping all weekend long.
Appetizers are just as much as menu items nowadays.
And sometimes they come very small.
Oh, we had to stop getting the fried pickle chips. I swear to God, they get a big, we used to get it was like a half foam tray. I think they were at $5.99 and it would be filled. There'd be so many of them, I'd throw a bunch away because they'd be crap by the time there were so many. I swear to God, not even a full layer on the bottom. Now, the last 2 times. And I asked when they served them to us at the restaurant that way, one of our favorite restaurants they served, I said, is this the new norm? This is what's happening? I said, you get a lot of complaints about this? Because that's ridiculous. And Beverly, welcome.
Beverly.
You guys making some good choices today.
Papa Squat. I appreciate it. Kay, by the way, I think Kay has the longest series of court cases.
Yeah, I think we're on
I think she's on part 11 or something.
Should we do that too? We'll take like a half an hour one and put it into 30 segments. No, I like that though. You go back to it and you
smart.
Yeah. Long form stuff is pretty cool. I think it would be neat if we found one that we were interested in to spread that out over.
I recorded one yesterday that's like almost 2 hours. And it's this guy's like got a huge record.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe at some point I got so many.
Yeah.
I need to clear some cases out. I got like 600 over here.
The KLF is going to rock you.
Top guys out.
Mikey likes to tease Leanne. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Shorts suck. They need to all die. It's cancer.
Look, shorts. You don't make no money off of them, but they do help you get subscribers. Can somebody cut up our old videos and just make them into short videos and release those too?
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Ahead of time.
Do our work for us.
Please.